Hello and welcome to the Night Fight. I'm your host Toni, and we have an exciting game coming up tonight. We're gonna start off with a game of trivia, then we go to this or that and facts or cap. But let's start off with our team. We have the Blue Dragons facing the Crimson Knight. I'm gonna ask my contestants to unmute and just say their major, starting with Deshaun.
Hey, I'm Deshaun Webb, and my major is Media and Communications Tech.
Thank you. Danielle?
Hi, I'm Danielle Magellan, and I'm a Communications and Media Technologies major.
Can Lazarus unmute and just say his major, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm Lazarus Lee, and I'm also a Communications and Media Tech major.
Thank you. Erwin?
Hey everyone, Erwin Urbano. I'm also majoring in communication and media technology.
All right, thank you guys. So we're gonna go into the rules real fast, and then we're gonna start the first round of trivia. So the rules are very simple. In the rules, the questions will be thrown out, and each team can answer any questions. 2 points for each question. First question, please. Who were the special guests during J-Lo and Shakira's Super Bowl halftime performance in 2020? Was it Bad Bunny and J Balvin, Kendrick Lamar and SZA, or Coldplay and Beyonce, or is it Rihanna and Ricky Martin? Deshaun?
J Balvin and Bad Bunny.
Okay, you said J Balvin and Bad Bunny. Let's see if that is correct. And that is correct. The first 2 points for the Crimson Knight. Can we have the next question on screen, please? Next question. Who coined the phrase hot girl summer? Is it Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, or is it SZA? Deshaun?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh my God. So Deshaun is on a roll. Guys, we need to hear from the Blue Dragon. Can we have the answer on screen, please? And that is correct. 4 points for the Crimson Knight. We're going to go ahead and see the next question. I hope we can get something from the Blue Dragons. What is Rihanna's real name? Is it Robin Fenty, Rihanna Fenty, Robin Rocky, or Rihanna Mayers? Deshaun?
Robin Fenty.
Robin Fenty. Come on, Blue Dragons. We need to hear from you guys. May we have the answer, please? And that is indeed correct. Deshaun leading the Crimson Knight on 6 points. Lazarus, Erwin, we need to hear you on this next question. Next question, please. At first, I was afraid, I was petrified is the opening lyrics of what 1978 Groovy Gloria Gaynor hit? Is it They Don't Care About Us, Loving This Club, I Will Survive, or is it Super Bass? Okay, Lazarus?
I'll survive.
I Will Survive. Okay, we're gonna see if he can put up 2 points for the Blue Dragons. Can we have the answer on screen, please? Indeed, that is correct. Next question. Burn, You Got It Bad, and yeah, our number one hits by what one name singer? Is it Neo, Adele, Chris Brown, or is it Usher? Lazarus?
Usher.
Usher. Okay, good to hear the Blue Dragons back. May we have the answer on screen, please? Oh, yes, that is correct. So we're going to have one more question before we go into our break. Can we have the next question? Eddie Murphy and Magic Johnson appear in the music video Remember the Time in 1992. Which one of the longest of all time who sung the song? Lazarus?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Okay, can we have the answer on screen, please? And that is indeed correct. We're just going to give you a quick score and then go to break. Oh, wow. So I've just heard that it is tied 6 for 6. So Crimson Knight 6 and Blue Dragon and 6. This is a very interesting first round. But stick around because we're going to go into this or that when we come back from this commercial break. Fight. I'm your host, Toni, and we're going to get straight into a game of this or that. For this question, you get 5 points if it's answered correctly, and a team is able to steal. All right? We're going to go in and have the first question on screen. So the first question in screen would read Drake. So you guys know, you're just going to say Drake or Kanye. Drake or Kanye, who has more Billboard's Hot 100 number one hits? Lazarus?
Drake.
Drake. Okay, we're going to see if that is correct. And indeed it is correct. 5 points for the Blue Dragons. Next question. Netflix or Disney Plus, which has more global subscribers? Deshaun?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, Is it? Okay, do the Blue Dragon as an answer?
Netflix.
They said Netflix.
Netflix.
Okay, let's see who get the answer. Is it Netflix or is it Disney Plus? Aww. So, the Blue Dragon were able to steal that 5 points from the Crimson Knight. So it was indeed Netflix. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next question. Marvel or DC, which has the highest grossing movie of all time? Lazarus?
It's Marvel.
Okay. You think so? Does the Crimson Knight think otherwise? I assume not. So we're going to go ahead and have the answer and the screen, please. And they were indeed correct. Marvel was the Avengers, the Endgame. Come on,
Yep.
Crimson. Moving on to our next question, please. Beyonce or Taylor Swift, who has more Grammys? Lazarus?
I think it's Taylor Swift.
Oh, you think? We're going to find out what the Crimson Knight also think. Does Deshaun or Danielle has an answer? Danielle?
I agree. I think it's Taylor Swift.
You also agree that it's Taylor Swift. Okay, we're going to see. Let's have the answer. Oh, you guys both got it wrong in last. So, no one got that 5 points. We're going to move on to one more question. And this question read, Instagram or TikTok, which app has more monthly users? Lazarus?
I don't use it, but I think TikTok because that's all I hear people talk about.
Okay, Crimson Knight, you guys are trying to make a steal?
I'm gonna go Instagram just in case.
Okay, you said just in case. We're going to see who get this 5 points. May we have this answer on screen, please? Wow, and the Crimson Knight were able to steal that 5 points. So that was a good comeback for them. This one is so close. One more question before we go to another short break. Can we have it on screen, please? LeBron James or Michael Jordan, who has more NBA championships? Lazarus?
Michael Jordan got 6. LeBron got 4 or 5.
4, 5, 6, 7.
But
Okay.
Jordan got 6 for sure. Jordan got more. I know that for a fact. I had to count for LeBron. I'm not a LeBron fan.
Okay, does the Crimson Knight trying to make a steal or?
Nah, he know that's right.
It's Jordan.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
have the answer, please. And they are
LeBron got 4.
indeed correct. So we're gonna go to a short break and then we will see you after this. but we just give you a quick score update. So the Blue Dragons are currently on 21 points, and the Crimson is on 11. Oh, guys, you guys need to answer more questions, but we're going to see you right after this break. Welcome back to the Night Fight, and we are at the last round of a game of Cap or Fact. And the scores are Blue Dragon in 21 points and the Crimson Knight in 11 points. And for this round, I hope the Crimson Knight will make a comeback. So we're going to go ahead straight into the game and have our first question on screen, please. Taylor Swift has won 14 Grammy Awards throughout her career, making her one of the most decorated artists in the Grammy history. Cap, or is it fact? Deshaun?
Fact.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and see. Can we have the answer on screen, please? Okay, that is correct. So I see the Crimson Knight trying to make a comeback. Next question, please. The movie Titanic won more Oscars than any other film. Is that a fact or is that cap? Deshaun?
Cap.
Cap. Does the Blue Dragon thinks otherwise?
We can say fact. I don't know that answer.
Okay, you
I'll
said
be
fact
guessing.
and you said cap. We're gonna find out. May we have the answer, please? Oh, that's a cap. So Blue Dragons has steal. They're currently tied with Ben-Hur and Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. We're gonna move on to the next question. LeBron James has scored more career points than Michael Jordan. Is that a cap or is it a fact? Lazarus?
That's a fact. He the all-time leading scorer.
Okay, the Crimson Knight didn't open, so I'm guessing they're not trying to make a steal. We're gonna go ahead and see the answer on screen, please. Definitely a fact. Okay, I think the scores are really close, but we want to see what it is at the end. Next question, please. TikTok was created before Instagram. Cap or fact? Deshaun?
Cap.
Cap. Lazarus? Erwin, do you guys agree?
I agree.
Okay.
What you think, Erwin? I agree. I ain't heard of TikTok until I already had Instagram, so that's just mine.
Okay, can we have the answer, please? Caps. Okay, so Deshaun, you were correct. That's an additional 5 points to you. We're going to head straight into the next question. Beyonce holds the record for most Grammy winners ever. Is that a cap or is it a fact? Deshaun?
Cap.
Cap. Do the Blue Dragons think otherwise? I guess not. So can we have the answer, please? That's a fact. So Blue Dragon just passed up on a steal, and the Crimson Knight did not get that 5 points, in fact. So we're going to go ahead and have one more question. The Weeknd's Blinding Light is one of the biggest songs ever in Billboard. Cap, fact, what do you guys have for me this time? Deshaun?
I'm going cap.
You go, Cap. Do the Blue Dragons think otherwise?
I'm gonna go the opposite.
Let's have the answer,
Going on
please.
the opposite.
It was indeed a fact. So the Blue Dragons, if Erwin said fact, they will definitely have it. Can we have one last question for this show, and then we will reveal the winner? Marvel has never made $1 billion movie. Cap, or is it a fact? Lazarus?
That's cap. They done had multiple movies over $1 billion.
Okay, can we have this answer on the screen, please? Cap, definitely right. So the 5 points went to the Blue Dragons. We're gonna do a quick score tally, and we're gonna reveal who the winner and who have bragging rights for the night fight. So the Blue Dragons are on 37 points. Drum roll, please. And Crimson Knight on 27. Crimson Knight on 27. So our winner for this first show is the Blue Dragons. Congratulations to the Blue Dragons, and good try, Crimson Knight. But we hope you guys will redeem yourself on next week's show. So thank you guys for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you guys compete for more bragging rights on the night fight. Until next time, I'm Toni, and see you.